the proper decimate.
All right, we have hit the button. The light has gone green. We're still being pissed off about how dumb the Sphere of Annihilation is in Fifth Fourth Ed. We looked up the actual one. It's not significantly better than the Tomb of Horrors trap. But for now, we are on to Town Goblin story time as we continue to investigate the 7 mysteries of Honjo in Paranormasight. I am, as always, Pograt.
I am the Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I'm Vincent.
And we'll get right back into it. So last time around, we advanced a little bit of the stories into the daytime. The detectives found out about the killer working as the janitor at school. Meanwhile, our girl detectives found out about where the shitty professor hangs out on his off time to go investigate that a little bit further. We cut off with the detectives having run into Harue and Richter Kai, investigator extraordinaire. So we don't actually have it further for the actual Tsutsuma route because the next thing we need to do for that route is actually deal with them from Harue and Richter's side. But first, we'll go ahead and deal with talking with Professor Araishi. Basically, they're trying to find out some more information about the Rite of Resurrection. He is, if you recall, the researcher that discovered all this stuff, found out all the information about it, whatnot. So they also pretty heavily suspect him as being somehow involved in actually kicking off the whole thing, even though they don't really have any solid evidence to point that at. It's just sort of a reasonable conclusion. And they were able to find out from the detective that he usually hangs out at Kurokikyo Cafe. So that's where we begin.
He had a curse stone. The detectives
Just
got
take
it,
from him.
and it does not seem like he used it.
Because he had...
He had the one dealing with darkness.
Yeah, he had... We could just pull it up here, but... He had the ever-burning lantern. So yes, somehow the police detective was able to grant them permission to break school rules. I don't.
School's closed.
It is still a school day.
It is still school day, and also in Japan, when you attend a high school, they have rules for you outside of school hours too, like just conduct rules and stuff. It's shitty, but it's how it is. What do I want to ask you? I want to ask you if you saw that sweet bird sticker over on the wall there.
Sweet bird sticker?
This one is actually interesting. As we come into the cafe, you can actually see this because it kind of sweeps around a little bit. So we got Mockingbird number 8 here, which is the Sparring Sparrow Bros. Yeah, we actually get this view of the cafe as we're coming in, which clearly shows the sticker. So we get our entry about the Kurokyokyo Cafe. It is a coffee shop on South Watagasui Street. It's a convenient location, made again a favorite of businessmen in the neighborhood. Although formerly a relaxing location where classical and jazz music were played, the cafe has begun incorporating some pop songs into its playlist at the request of customers. The most popular menu item is a pilaf served with black coffee, although cream soda topped with a large scoop of ice cream is also a popular choice. Fashionable cafes featuring jazz and live performances were in vogue until the mid-Showa era, when the number of cafes offering a carefully brewed cup of coffee in a relaxed atmosphere began to increase. Many of those locations also have public telephones, making them convenient meeting places. However, they also developed as a reputation as hangout spots for delinquents, leading a large number of schools to forbid their students from patronizing them. In recent years, table arcade games have become a big hit, affording cafes installing them a steady stream of customers.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Good luck killing anyone with that thing.
I feel like curse stones need a balance pass.
What's your curse stone do? People hear a voice talking. What's yours? I don't know, music for 30 seconds without them realizing I'm nearby or finding me. What about yours? Walk away.
Lie to me.
Lie to me.
Have something that can cause fire on you.
Here, hold on these matches for a second.
Be in the dark. For curse stones, which are only active at night.
Considering his ego, flattering was probably actually more effective than it should be.
That is 100% correct. If you actually try to intimidate him here, it basically ends the encounter.
Would make sense.
Pretty much just like, fuck you, I don't care, leave.
Also, not the most intimidating people to try intimidation in the first place.
I don't know, Mia looks like she would cut a bitch.
Based on my theory last time, Yako kind of has killed people.
She tried to.
She did try to.
Well, as a reminder, Shiv's theory is that Yako is currently possessed by
right,
the...
yeah.
Michio.
Michio, yeah. Michio Shiraishi.
Which I agree with.
Totally valid question.
Yes, I did not intend to sign up for the Grail War, but I'd like to know more about it now that I'm in.
It's not my fault my dad put Excalibur's scabbard in my body.
Look, we can't be all a little girl artificially created to be a vessel of Grail.
Yeah, I do like how they just do outright ask him, like, hey, did you trigger the Feast of Shadows? He's like, nah.
I didn't start the killing, but I was going to participate the second it did start.
He probably wasn't really, actually.
I mean, ish. We know he does kill us.
Yeah, but it's like, it's one of those things where like he's not really lying when he says he doesn't actually care about the rite being completed. It's not what he's interested in. Yeah, he doesn't even actually know about the Feast of Shadows because it's not connected to the Seven Mysteries or the...
It's just a Onmyoji ritual to make occult powers more powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the notes that we got, or one of the things we heard about him was he's associated with the Rite of Resurrection because he wrote a paper about it, but he's pissed off because that's what got him his claim to fame and not more like historical stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, well, because again, he's a historical researcher. His actual interest is in like the folklore of the stories of the Seven Mysteries and like how they have over time changed and all of that stuff.
Finding the
But
manuscript
finding the manuscript that's tied to that was like, oh, this Rite of Resurrection got really noticed in the cult circles. And he's like, God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm a serious researcher, for fuck's sake.
And the pyramids were landing pads for alien spacecraft.
Now I have to talk about paper wizards, and it's just fucking annoying.
And better paper wizards than buckle witches.
Oh, they for this buckle witch.
Someday,
7
though.
buckles upon Joe.
A joke that will never make sense to anybody.
No, because the origin of it is in lost media.
Not only is the origin of it in lost media, the origin of it was also you two losing your fucking
Correct.
minds going through the Colosseum. So it didn't even make sense to you at the time you were making the
Not
joke.
remotely.
You think it's a cry for help?
There are a lot of those through Kingdom Hearts playthroughs.
We do got to figure out a plan sometime this year to get to do Accidental Mind or whatever, or Remind, yeah.
Remind, yeah. The extra Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
Yeah. Since 4 is coming out sometime this year, and we do want to cover Remind before we get to 4. And
How are they releasing 10 games between now and when it comes out this year?
They did. At least one.
I mean, that's fine. They released the Remind DLC and they released Melody of Memory, a rhythm game, which actually is plot important.
It's a game of
Like
Kingdom Hearts
3
that
minutes
is
at
plot
the end
important.
are
Yes,
plot
the
important.
the 5 minute
Cutscene
cutscene at the end of Melody of Memory is plot important.
Nothing else
So
is
you have to
plot
play through the entirety of Melody
No, I
of
don't.
Memory.
YouTube exists.
Pretty much.
So I played through the entirety of Melody of Memory to find out for us whether anything in it was plot important. Also, because I just like rhythm games.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's
you
still
just
a
like
rhythm
rhythm games, don't you?
And Kingdom Hearts tends to have really good music, so.
We need to make something up. Option. Make something up.
Option, make something up. Use Hearthstone. I'm gonna hide behind this couch.
Don't look over here.
I can see you. Make more shit up.
I mean, yes.
This dude is so fucking easy to play. Record of Fates, the book he found that was tied to the Rite of Resurrection, was written by an onmyoji called Seimon Tsuchimikado. Looks directly at the player.
This is important.
There are a few who have.
I've never heard of him, and I probably won't remember, but he's in the encyclopedia, so I don't have to.
He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts.
Is this Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I mean, Seimon Tsuchimikado is a fake name, so kind of. He was kicked out specifically for researching the Rite of Resurrection.
At least that's what he said. In reality, all he did was just shout really, really loud.
Yeah, the practical application of the Rite of Resurrection is you call upon a spirit through communication with the afterlife, and then use soul dregs to basically reconstruct their soul. Yeah, so that's it's sort of an interesting note that we've caught a little bit of before, but this is the first time it's been outright stated that there's no actual direct connection between the Rite of Resurrection and the Seven Mysteries and the Cursed Stones. It's just that the curse stones essentially enable people to get soul dregs that normally wouldn't.
be able to.
But it's just like you don't have to use the curse stones to perform the rite of resurrection.
You're a powerful but you're just capable of turning
Turning souls into soul dregs.
Then you can
Yeah, doing like normal
enemies.
curses. So we now actually have a
thing on
whole thing on
itself.
Onmyoji. Which is interesting because we've been talking about Onmyoji a lot. We all are pretty familiar with it. We know what they are because we've watched more than our share of anime. And as Vince keeps bringing up, fucking paper wizards. But yeah, so they were actually an officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. This is like an actual real thing. The government of Japan back in the Edo era, actually, and prior to, actually had basically staff wizards. They performed divinations and rituals. They would apply Chinese philosophy of yin, yang, and wujing, which is the 5 elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs.
This isn't really much different than any other ancient civilization having like their oracles.
Oh yeah. No, there's
It's
geomancy, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it was a very regular thing.
Yeah.
High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Those are the aforementioned paper things. They would basically make little paper cutouts of like talismans, and specifically the shikigami were figures, that they were then supposed to inhabit with spirits that they'd use to assist them. They did also make talismans and seals, but the shikigami specifically were they basically summoned spirits to inhabit paper figures to use as assistants. They thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Shijimikado clan, Abe no Seimei. Ever played a Persona game or Shin Megami Tensei game, Abe no Seimei is constantly one of the ones that's there. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost among the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of shomonji or hidden Onmyoji who worked for the common folk. Then we just basically got the update to the Rite of Resurrection about the specific things about it being based on the Abe no Seimei's technique of communicating with the underworld. Convert souls of the dead bound for the underworld with soul dregs collected as sacrifices through the Taizan Fukun ritual. This secret art of converting souls to soul dregs is out of reach to all but the most skilled practitioners.
Also, the amusing contrast of pre-Sengoku Jidai era, it seems like a lot of the famous people are basically bureaucrats in various government positions during a very boring era.
So this has also been brought up before that there was the proposed thing by Araishi that the 7 mysteries were somehow tied to the Rite of Resurrection, but now he's basically saying like, yeah, I kind of just made that shit up so it would print in an occult magazine.
Oh.
So it was a singular reference to Seimon showing up in Honjo. Then like, oh, a bunch of people found out about this man who claimed he could resurrect the dead. Some shit happened. 9 people died. Araishi believes that could actually be the actual origin of all of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, where 9 people died.
One of the mysteries could have killed 2 or 3 people. Or there's 9. Or like 15.
85, 108,
Height.
255. 65,535 and 24.
What's 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42?
1, 4, 9,
What do the numbers
16,
mean?
25.
Who is Victor Reznov?
Now we have a brief thing about the Honjo incident. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So the resentful memories that come from the curse stones are actually those that died in the Honjo incident.
Here, that's vengeful, angry about the fact that its curse is so shitty.
Only 30 fucking seconds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Raishi believes that one of the people that died to the original Honjo incident was Seimon.
This does make sense because at least like 2 or 3 of them have mentioned specifically of an Onmyoji.
Yep. Basically, he's trying to figure out which of the curses is associated with Seimon.
The hidden 10th curse of the 7
16.
Well, if you take the digital root of the curses.
Stop it.
By sacred gem.
358 curses over 2. Wait, no.
Okay, so you convert every letter in the name of your curse to a number, then add them together.
Okay, so if you both vote to curse, you get 0 points.
Then you
But
roll
if one
that
person
many
Dice,
dice.
that many d6s, unless you take the feat, in which case it can be any mix of d6s and d8s.
Then perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division in order of your choice to try and make your number match up.
Plus 1 spell.
So the annoying thing was the roll of the dice one was free meta magic.
Yeah, free meta magic, yes. No, these are 2 different things, because the one that I was talking about was the one where it was like you figured out like the number of
Yeah,
all your spells, and You could get like casted at like +1 caster
Yeah,
level.
that was +1 cast level. You roll the dice.
This
and
was
there
for
getting
free meta magic.
No increased cast time either, except for the 10
10
minutes
minutes
it
in
takes
real
you.
time. It takes you to sit there and fucking play Countdown. Yes, this is what Krampus was actually just bringing up.
It's not hard. You just turn the volume down.
Just turn the voice slider down.
I ain't got shit. A lot of things tend to tie back to Hihaku soaps. Oh, one more thing.
That's afraid.
There's a continuation of the Record of Fates.
Ghosted.
Gave himself an extra life.
Now I have information about the Yin Scroll. It said that Seimon Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It's believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seimon. Then we have an update on the actual Record of Fates itself, just that it was written by Seimon Tsuchimikado. Extraordinarily adept practitioner, but after being banned from his family for researching forbidden arts, he's changed his name and moved to Edo. And also that Hideki claimed that he had found it in a storehouse of an old private residence, but he actually just dropped out of a tree in the park.
Mysterious park? Oh,
The bitch was in the trees.
like a dog, he can't look up. Give me good information, I'll give you a good grade.
I mean,
Yep.
he's admitted he doesn't care about the teachers.
No,
He has
not
it,
even
but he
fucking
doesn't give a-
remotely.
Why are you looking at us?
Look at this loser. That was the guy who had the foot washing match that should be really easy to use, but for some reason, people just keep
Just
getting
never
into
works.
it.
I'm not sure creeped out by he was a curse, but he creeped out because he's just creepy.
Yeah,
Walked up to random girls in the street and like, hey, ladies,
I couldn't help but hear you talking about curses.
I'm a college student. Talk about curses? Very briefly, like, thud, crump, crump.
Yeah, that's not.
Not be sleazy challenge difficulty impossible.
Also, like, give up on existence.
Wonder where Yako went.
Here goes Yako trying to murder again.
Well, okay.
Oh, that was a quick game.
Yep.
Yep. Server's too low.
I do appreciate how fast the credits roll.
Yep. After this, Fumichi Kanejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with the unprecedented tragedy. From that day
Truly a
on,
bad end.
Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again.
Ending one. Confirmation of the whole
Yep.
possessed by Michio thing.
Yeah, so that is actually an actual ending, not just a game over, like bad end thing.
I do also find it interesting. Right? We know he doesn't have a curse. He was still trying to do the curse thing.
Yeah, he's just an idiot.
Huh.
Yeah, no, he wasn't going to curse her. He's just a fucking moron.
That was just the way he used his model, much like occasionally the detective go.
Ah, okay, yeah, fair enough.
You can't see it, but I'm doing the hand. Surprise detective hand.
And why so many people have duck lips randomly.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just kind of head back to here and
Guess we ignore him this time.
yeah, we just
go
head
to
to school
police.
first.
Yeah. Well, he is a dumbass. At least he apparently is somewhat remorseful of the fact that he ran over a schoolgirl in the middle of the street.
Yes, his actual purpose for seeking the right of resurrection is to bring back Michio. He does feel bad about mowing her down in his van. No, I don't give a crap about any of that. You're talking shit, Harry. I'm going to negligent discharge 3 or 4 times into your foot.
They're a great comedy pair. Oh,
Oh,
there-
there.
Royal Kingpin Quinn.
phenomenal.
I'm right here.
It'd be much easier and faster if you just give me your curse stone now. Shut up, pimp. Now you're just saying shit.
Get your little B&E first.
Yeah, he's picked. He did play a lot of Skyrim back.
Pick the lock,
Nothing
nothing.
to kick that door.
Ah.
I left the police force. They wouldn't let me just do B&Es all the time. Or,
Hey, y'all want to see a dead body?
A body has been discovered. Need that as a drop.
I mean, outside of this game, we wouldn't get all that much use out of it.
No, not really.
in a way. Hello, narrator. Or storyteller.
Sorry to interrupt. I know things are getting really interesting. But you know, yeah, what are these fucking idiots talking about?
Yes, we do actually think it.
Yeah.
That's when Mio met up with Yako.
Which is up front.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you seem to be following things. I'll be off now.
Pretty much. If I remember correctly, that actually goes differently if you haven't seen the Michio's Grudge ending. Where he basically just kind of goes, well, gee, I wonder how she could possibly still be alive. Maybe you should look into some other things.
We'll put an APB out on a dead girl. First thing in there, check for the coroner's office and go, yep, she's still here. Cuffs on her. We got you, murderer.
All right, I need you all to go around and find anyone who's wearing a bed sheet.
were you able to look around at all?
No. That's kind of what I was displaying when we first got control. Is
Trying to.
show him again in a second here once this dialogue is done, but. You lock up a guy for 20 years for committing horrendous murders and he never lets you go. So if I actually drag it around, it gives the little movement thing, but it goes nowhere.
Chanced upon that information. Certainly not part of a branch that deals with supernatural and occult things.
A little bird told me about it.
Western black.
Yep. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry, unlike today where we follow serious scientific pursuits like quantum theory. Makes perfect sense.
Okay, so we
Busco
established
Quaternary.
an academy city.
No.
One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly: black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subjects studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. The common people who suffered most from the ills of the day, war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As heresy, these rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility.
Good thing the Order of Reason fixed all that. Certainly nothing bad happened.
know your victims. They'll be well charged.
I'm very disappointed that my cursed stone just incinerates people, doesn't turn them into a twisted mess. Okay, so what if we have a little girl who's just full of grimoires?
Oh, no. Stop that.
One moment.
We forget to change to the actual game we're playing. Yeah.
Whoops. Have to get rid of the math tag.
Wait, you've been putting the math tag on there?
No, I've been putting the maths tag on it.
Ah, fair enough.
Because it amuses me. But yes, I have been putting the D&D 4 and the maths tag on our hindsight streams. I am too, because I would give them wrong answers.
So we're saying if you do a special homework stream, just like, come with us, we'll answer your homework question.
Give you right answers.
It will be answered.
His mind is. Of course.
Ah, it's also she's hanging around in trees throwing books at people.
Yeah. That one.
Fuck!
Also, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put this lighter on this corpse. Light out.
Now we got the update on Kankichiro Iwai. Deceased body was discovered at the Shiraishi home. Once made a living by placing advertisements in magazines to sell phony magic items and good luck charms. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post-war era when things and people were simple. Has nothing but negative things to say about the rapidly developing ostentation world of late. Radical in his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again, Kankichiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society's cesspools to make a few coins. When the Nejima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Kankichiro as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Nejima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could find on this man. Kankichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices, and a chance meeting with Fumichika during his incarceration solidified his idolization. He was captured by Fumichika's talk of black magic and, following his release, acquired the grimoire Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshihiko Shiraishi, Kankichiro set his sights on her after encountering her at her part-time job. When he learned that Shiraishi family was in financial trouble and could not afford to send Michio to college, he turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving in with the family and used violence and money to keep Toshiko and Michio under his thumb. All the while, his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hihaku Corporation. Kankichiro forced the Shiraishi family to perform various rituals, with any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings. The mother and daughter were helpless to resist. After Higaku offered Kankichiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a youth restoration spell. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima, the son of Haruhi Shigima, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michio so as to not alarm the boy, and when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. Very specific. With Michio's assistance, Kankichiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shiraishi house, and told the young and courageous boy that he'd kill Michio if he tried to run. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the police, it was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and breakdown in public order. So Kankichiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of the embargo on the press, the kidnapping did not cause a public outcry akin to that of the Nejima murder. Infuriated, Kankachiro had Toshiko perform the sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michio if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi in his sleep, but the spell failed, for which Kankachiro blamed her. Warning Michio to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother, Kankachiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river. The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Sumida River after floating through several canals in Honjo. Having drifted for days in the polluted water, little evidence remained. Although Kankachiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michio spent their days consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kankachiro until the day they died. All right, now we have our next set of things, but girls still haven't gone there because as you can kind of catch from the Tsutsumi one, that's the school, so we got to meet up with them again. So we'll go ahead and do that one first, I think. Quackitude. We did also get this thing here, which is the pretty much just what we went through on this, and the whole like just figured out about the actual kidnapping. Please don't call it that.
Making sense of you.
As it turns out, it's just an vending machine straight.
Like she's been posted on the school notice board this entire time. Listen, I just kind of assumed that if you know about magic, you know about magic. I don't know if there's different shit. None of it makes any sense to me anyway.
Have confidence. No confidence.
Who would have guessed the rich lady who's tied to the supernatural and claims to have godlike powers is deeply involved in all the incidents taking place here? Hiding in trees to throw books at people.
Snapper out to go snap people.
I mean, we should have seen this coming. She even advertised on Indeed for a neck snapper.
She's had a good neck snapper. Victor Kai even talked to the neck snapper.
Went over this. Here. The other you.
Oh, they merged into one being, then it was her.
Yeah, remember? Luckily. Yeah, that'll hold it for it.
I mean, legally, I can't really declare that.
Right.
Despite us having a paranormal affairs division, the courts still don't recognize a ghost made me do it as a valid defense.
Yeah, they just won't ever bring it to the courts.
No, but they also don't recognize they were killed by a curse. So. Oh, come off it. A lot of people want to kill him too.
What? I mean, honestly, Yakos, if you manage to get the kills with your curse, you deserve that.
Fair game. You are allowed to kill anybody that hears the sound of drums and doesn't look around for 30 seconds. Yeah?
So here's a thought. Does the being found for 30 seconds recognize the difference between Yako and Michio?
It is whoever activates the curse.
But if, say, like, Michio, or say if Yako activated the curse, but then Yako was in control of her.
If she switches from Yako to Michio, I'm fairly certain it deactivates the curse because it has to be the like you have to be manifesting the curse for the full 30 seconds.
It just seems unlikely, like, you know, we know they killed Genoichi with it.
Yeah.
But it seems unlikely he was unaware of her during that process because she was even seen.
Who uploaded this
Written outside.
30-second drum and bass to
So,
YouTube?
so I wonder if it's a case of, like, Yako is using the curse because she's the curse now. But then because she's in the, like, Michio persona, she doesn't get recognized as being the curse user. So it still goes off even. Because otherwise I just don't understand how she would have even gotten the, like, Genoichi kill in the middle of the field when she was even seen.
I believe he saw her before she activated the curse. He basically saw her, freaked out, went into like a fugue state. He's like, "Oh God, Michio's here. She's going to kill me," and that's when he like wandered out into the. I don't remember if they ever specifically go over the exact sequence of events.
I was being horribly beaten on a regular basis.
Technical difficulty.
There we go. I'm good now. Got all that murder out of my system.
This is actually the ghost of a ribbon salesman. You've been bamboozled.
Oh, my ribbons are 490.
I was consistently also run over by that other guy.
You didn't want to wreck me or resurrect me, though.
I was on the 3rd floor of my house when he did it. He drove up the stairs.
Just the address of the shop where we got the ribbon.
And then another person comes to my store just as bad.
Oh,
Coincidentally, I did also allow my base to be rented by a man who murdered a kid, but hey, you know, he paid well in advance.
Times are tough.
So ribbons for $4.99 yen. What the fuck do you want from me? Get that soap money.
Now just on.
Just in the grill of the van.
It's in a better place right now. It's in the grill of the van.
Dude, who took the talisman?
Getting from Michio now is crappy sweater.
I mean, not that hot.
Also, hopefully this works. Otherwise, we're going to have to just constantly throw salt at you.
Every time she starts acting up, they literally just take a bag of salt and whack her on the head with it.
No.
She's like, just gonna just drag you to the afterlife now, right?
I'm sorry, Yako. You're going to hell. You killed people.
That's bullshit. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, now go towards the light. It's the third door on the left. No, not that one. That's the bathroom. Okay, that one.
What do you mean the door's locked? Shouldn't be locked.
All right, listen. Knock 3 times to the tune of "Don't Stop Believing."
The fucker. Burn.
Still got someone to kill.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yep. How you don't forget. You save.
Yeah.
Overright.
Look, I need to make room. The 14 expansion is bigger than I thought it was going to be, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't do it a lot, but when it does play with it being a game, it's...
Yeah, it's just nice knowing all the fields I have to kill are my own.
What was that?
Nothing.
Look, I'll have a good 30 seconds to think about my actions.
Oh no, she's in hell.
What? But I'm the one that killed those people. Oh yeah, but she did kidnap that kid. Like, it's... no loopholes.
Yeah, she was upset about the whole kidnapping kid thing. She actually liked the beatings. Messed up kid.
Murderous Rage.
What's up, Chuckle Nuts? You done fucked up. Mockingbird number 11, the crane stem.
Yeah, very briefly.
That sounded wet.
I would say everything is her fault, man. You were kind of the one driving.
Yeah.
At this point, you remember Tsutsumi never actually ran into Ayame. He only ran into the dude. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, we should go.
That being said, I think that's actually probably a pretty good place to call it. We're a little bit earlier than usual, but made some
Nice
solid
little-
progress, and it's a nice little
Stop.
bombshell to end on for the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to do it for us today for Paranormasight, The Seven Mysteries of Honjo. Oh, shit, I forgot Michio.
Oh, well, she's already in hell, so it's all fine.
Great if you did that. And you come back here and just Michio's face.
You get a game end.
Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow night with some Pokemon ZA on Poke Mondays. We'll be back on Thursday with more adventures in Kamurocho for Yakuza 0. And right back here next Sunday with more In Hindsight, as we continue to cover Dungeons & Dragons 4th Edition, and then more Paranormasight. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Chip.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, everyone.